Evanston Outlaw Baseball is live on the radio at 99.1 FM KNYN and online at mylocalradio.com. This year, Wyoming Legion AA Baseball is the show. Follow the Wyoming Legion Post 41 Evanston Outlaws throughout the summer as we bring you live video and play-by-play coverage. Being brought to you by Dr. Todd Huber Chiropractic, Cash Honda Yamaha, Wyoming Dental Specialties, Mountain West Business Solutions, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Bear River Dental of Evanston and Black's Fork Dental of Mountain View, Ellingford Brothers, Uinta County School District Number 1, the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, the Legal Tender Restaurant and Best Western Dunmar Inn, the Evanston Recreation Center, the Littlest Wood Shop, Come On In of Casper, Plains Tire, Arrowhead Dental, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Dr. McKay Franken, First Bank of Evanston, and by Auto Farm Chevrolet. With the first pitch quickly approaching, let's head to the diamond.
Welcome to Paul J. WATAHA Recreation Complex in Rock Springs, Wyoming, site of the 2020 Wyoming Legion AA State Championship Tournament. ELAN OLLIFF bringing you the action live from where on Sunday afternoon the 2020 state champions will be crowned. A big game for the Evanston Outlaws as they are the #1 seed in the West, and they will be taking on the Laramie Rangers in about 20 minutes time. In the meantime, we've got the pregame show. When we come back, we'll have a scene set on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on My Local Radio and the Big Dog.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today. Well, we are here, the 2020 state tournament for AA, the final baseball tournament happening in the state of Wyoming. Right now, they're busy crowning the single A champions. The B and C champions were already crowned about a week ago. And now it's all about the AA, the biggest towns and the biggest programs in the state. Let's go and give you a scene set for today's matchup. The Evanston Outlaws, #1 seed in the West, matchup against the Laramie Rangers, the #4 seed in the East. For the Evanston Outlaws, they come in with a overall record of 27-20 and a 9-3 conference record, 6-4 in their last 10. Last time they were out, they beat Jackson at the Giants Field for the first time this year, the only time actually now, 14-13 just last Saturday. That was also a game that featured a lot of B-team guys and some C-team guys, so it was good to see the future of Evanston Outlaws baseball primed and ready to go. Evanston Outlaws, one of the top offensive teams in the state at 8.4 runs per game, allowing 6.4 runs. For the Laramie Rangers, they come in with a total record of 27 wins, 24 losses, a 2-10 conference record. That's why they are the #4 seed in the West or in the East, because that conference in the East features Gillette, Cheyenne, and Sheridan, 3 very, very tough teams. Last time they were out was on the 30th of July, and they lost to Gillette 9-5. For the Rangers, currently allowing around 7.2 runs per game, or scoring 7.2 runs per game, rather, and allowing around 5.5 runs per game. So, very evenly matched up teams here on day 1 of the tournament. This is Game 3 of the 2020 state tournament. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have Laramie coach Aaron Lozano, and then we'll give you the update on what's happened at the tournament thus far. 15 minutes away from first pitch. This is a First Bank presentation of Outlaws Baseball on My Local Radio and the Big Dog.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Here with Aaron Lozano, manager of the Laramie Rangers. Coach Lozano, you guys come in as the number 4 seed in a very, very tough Eastern Conference. What is it about this team that prepared them to play a super tough conference schedule with Gillette and Cheyenne and Sheridan?
Yeah, I think it's just experience, right? Like, we had a really young team last year, so we had almost all of those guys back this year. So they've been playing against some of that top-level talent for a couple of years now, and I think that experience has been invaluable for them.
This is the 3rd year in a row that you guys have played Evanston in the state tournament. Just historically, what are some strengths of Evanston that you guys have been prepping for?
Well, we definitely know they've got experience too, right? Like, we're seeing guys on their roster that we saw 3 years ago. So they're kind of in that same boat as us. And as we've considered ourselves an up-and-coming team, we've been thinking the same thing about Evanston. So, we know strong defense on the infield especially. Don't know a lot about the outfield, but I imagine, Coach has got a well-coached squad. We've been telling everybody, you don't get the number 1 seed just for no reason, right? So we're aware that Evanston is going to be a fun game, and we're excited to get out and play these guys.
Laramie is the one team that Evanston has not seen on the east side of the state this year. So what are your guys' strengths? What do you feel like has been the calling card of Laramie Ranger baseball in the 2020 season?
I think really for us this year, it's been pitching and defense, which actually started off pretty rocky but sort of came into its own. I'd say that offensively we've been kind of inconsistent, but our pitchers throw strikes and our defense backs them up. And so I think, we keep ourselves in games that way.
Looking at the stats for you guys coming into this game in the regular season, you had 2 guys at least that threw sub-2 ERAs, and they have around 40 to 50 innings pitched. Of course, that's Tyler Oppie and then one other young man who escapes my memory at this time. What kind of pitching do you guys like to do? Is it kind of more power with the fastball, or do you like to kind of paint the corners and finesse it in there?
Sure, I think so. That's like pitcher dependent, right? So Brandon Chavez is the other guy you're thinking of. And Brandon's young. I was joking last night that I think he weighs 100 pounds, but he's one of those guys that's going to paint the corners and hit his spots, whereas Tyler's more of the overpowering guy, throws really hard. So we kind of are pretty diverse as a pitching staff. We have guys that throw hard, we have guys that don't, but throw strikes, and it's really helped us in a lot of our games to keep teams off balance.
Aaron Lozano, manager for the Laramie Rangers. Thank you so much for your time. Is there anything else you'd like to cover?
No, I mean, I guess I would say, we're just grateful to be playing ball. We're really appreciative of everybody around the state pitching in, and Laramie, we were kind of on the edge there. We didn't know if we were going to have a season, but all these coaches backed us up, and we're very grateful for that. So we just want to thank all those coaches as many times as we can, just because we're out here. But other than that, we're just ready to play ball. So thanks for the time.
Thank you for your time, and good luck today.
Awesome. Thanks. We'll see you later.
A big thank you to Coach Aaron Lozano for joining us on the pregame show. Let's go and give you the bracket and let you know what has happened thus far. Only 2 games have been played. Cheyenne beat Casper 10-0. Cheyenne will play the winner of this game at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, while Casper will play the loser at 10 a.m. in Game 2. It was a battle. Final score 8-6. Jackson wins that one, so they will play tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. They'll play the winner of Gillette and Rock Springs, while Sheridan will await the loser of that matchup. We are about 10 minutes away from first pitch. When we come back, we'll hear from Coach Chad Thompson of the Evanston Outlaws on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Post 41 Baseball on My Local Radio and the Big Dog.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
The Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
Well, welcome back to this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball. Before the game, we had a chance to talk down with Outlaws manager Chad Thompson, and here is that conversation. ELAN Off here with Evanston manager Chad Thompson. Coach Thompson, you guys come in to state for the first time in program history as the #1 team in the West on the AA side. Big celebration in Jackson over the weekend, but it was right back to work because that was only half the goal.
Yeah, absolutely. That was just step one in the goals these boys wanted to obtain this year. Step two starts today. So, we need to go out and do our job and hopefully be on the right end of this thing.
Does it feel like kind of a start of a brand new season where everything just kind of put in the past, and as of right now, everybody is 0-0?
Absolutely. Yep. Everybody starts off at 0-0 and may the best team win.
Today you've got Laramie, and they've ended Evanston's season the last 2 years in a row. Is that on the boys' minds right now, or do you think they're just focusing 2020 step one of a state tournament?
Honestly, I think they're just focusing on today. I would be surprised if I said something to them if any of them even remembered it. So that's a good thing. You come in, every year is a different team for everybody, and you just come in and do your thing and focus on the things you have to achieve, and, you do what you need to do.
Do you guys feel like you have a bit of an advantage, it being played here in Rock Springs, a field that you guys are very familiar with?
I don't think so, no. I think, Laramie's always a tough program, like you said. They've been a tough out for us the last couple of years. I think they'll continue to be that way. They're by no means going to roll over. 1-4, whatever, those are out the window right now, too. It's mano-a-mano.
Chad Thompson, Evanston Outlaws manager, thank you so much for your time. Anything else you'd like to cover?
Go Outlaws.
And the trail to the gold begins right now for the Evanston Outlaws. Clayton Moyles taking the mound for the Outlaws as we are ready to get into the first inning. The lefty getting ready to throwing his warm-up tosses right now as we speak. Need to lower that. Our scoreboard cam was a little weird. We weren't getting very good view of the numbers, so that's why we've kind of got the scoreboard manually there on mylocalradio.com. Anyway, Clayton Moyles starts the game, a 5-2 record, 4.25 ERAs, 8 games started, 13 games pitched. He's thrown 1 complete game. That was a no-hitter against Casper, the very first conference game of the season. 38 1/3 innings pitched, 33 runs, 26 earned, 38 hits, 49 strikeouts to 44 walks. So Clayton Moyles, one of those guys that likes to put the pressure on. He responds well under pressure. He likes to get guys on, and then he'll strike them out end it. However, the last 2 outings he's had definitely has not been the old Clayton that we are used to seeing, as Evanston will want to see that new Clayton Moyles. It was his breaking ball primarily that was missing spot. So if he can dial that breaking ball in, we could see the Clayton Moyles of old, and what a time to do it. Evanston comes out in their home whites with blue sleeves, while the Laramie Rangers in a dark blue top with black numbers and a white outline. Rangers across the chest. Let's go ahead and introduce you to the defensive alignment for the Evanston Outlaws. First, in left field, Casey Perriman. Center field, Connor Peterson. Right field, Ryan Fisher. Infield, featuring Gus Allred at first. Brendan Thompson at second. Jordan Schneider at the hot corner. Jagger Mitchell at shortstop. And Clayton Moyles pitching to Reed Gross. We'll give you the first 3 batters now for Laramie. Caleb Eaton, the third baseman. Aiden Morris, the catcher. And Ryan Chamberlain, the shortstop. First pitch misses for ball 1 to Caleb Eaton, the third baseman. Batting number 4, Calvin Webb, the first baseman. Ben Ruckman, the pitcher, bats 5th. Riley Hogsett, the second baseman, bats 6th. We'll give you 7, 8, and 9 after the 1-0. And next one misses. 2 balls, no strikes to Caleb Eaton. And Garrett Dodd bats 7th, the right fielder. Brandon Chavez, the left fielder, bats 8th. And Tyler Oppie, the center fielder, bats 9th. Next one, good breaking ball inside for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Caleb Eaton. Eaton leads the team on 30 with 36 RBIs as he chops one right at the first baseman, Gus Allred. It's off his glove, but it takes a friendly roll. Eaton has to slide at first, and he's out. It rolled off of Gus Allred's glove, but it rolled towards the bag. Talk about a friendly roll. He gloves it, tags the bag, and that is out number 1. That'll bring up Aiden Morris. Aiden, the catcher, batting .343 in the season. First pitch from Moyles. Down low for ball 1. Morris just kind of walks out of the batter's box. Now steps back in, shuffles his feet. White bat above his blue helmet from the right-handed side of the batter's box. Clayton Moyles, a lefty, the pitch. Inside, ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes to Aiden Morris. Ryan Chamberlain, the shortstop, stands on deck. Moyles, the 2-0. In the zone for strike 1. Morris knows it too. Him being a catcher, he knows where that needs to be. He walked out of the batter's box, nodding his head like that was a good pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Lefty versus righty. This one, chopper at Jagger Mitchell. Shortstop, long throw to first. Is on the ground and past Gus Allred. And that's the first error on Evanston. So an E6 puts him on. So 1 runner on, 1 down here in the early going. Top of the first. Nothing on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And that'll set the stage for Ryan Chamberlain with a runner on first. Chamberlain with a .305 average and 34 RBIs. As a team, this Laramie Rangers squad bats .310. As the right-hander steps into the right-handed box, and southpaw Moyles sets at the belt. First pitch, bunt shown down the middle for strike 1. Good start here on the at-bat, as that's the first pitch strike we've seen from Clayton. Runner steals second. So now you've got Eaton standing over in scoring position with 1 down. The 1-0. Outside, good snag there by Reed Cross. A lot of talk right now coming from the Laramie dugout. Happy to be at this state tournament. I'm sure it will switch when Evanston's up. 1-1 count. Lefty versus righty, the pitch. In the zone for strike 2. After Clayton, after Ryan Chamberlain, it'll be Calvin Webb, the first baseman. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Moyles lifts the leg and offers up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Clayton Moyles started that bat with a beautiful ball right down the middle, but the speed of Aiden Morris was too much, and now he steals second and is standing over there in scoring position. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. It was a foul tip into the glove, and Reed Gross holds on to it for out number 2. That'll bring up Calvin Webb with a 270 average. RBI position as he's got 31 on the season, and Aiden Morris with the speed stands over on second. 2 down on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Top of the first pitch. Down in the dirt, picked up by Gross, but he's able to get it back to the pitcher quickly. Morris holds it second. So no balls, 1 strike to Calvin Webb. Moyles sets at the belt. The left-hander faces the first base bag. Lifts the leg, almost throws back to first, kind of fakes it. Brendan Thompson was there to take it, but Morris not very far off the bag for Laramie. Moyles sets at the belt. Lifts the leg and delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Talked with Coach Thompson. He said Clayton Moyles, yeah, he's had some rough outings lately, but he told him he wanted the ball in this one. He's getting it, and he's doing a good job with it thus far. 1-1 count. Moyles delivers. Up high and outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Moyles sets. And the delivery. Down low, good stop by Reed Gross. 31 count. With 2 down here in the top of the first. No score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Just getting started. Game 1 of the state tournament for Evanston. Moyles delivers the 3-1. Popped up high and out of play. And that loads the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the cleanup man, Calvin Webb. 2 down. Moyles, ball in his left hand, holds it behind his back, faces the first base bag as he sets at the belt. Steps off the mound as he is definitely has the running of Aiden Morris on his mind. Full count offering. Down low, good grab there by Reed Gross. And a full count walk for Calvin Webb. That'll send up pitcher Ben Ruckman with runners on first and second. Ruckman, the pitcher, 270 average with... Oh, sorry, I lost him on my thing. 270 average with, 286 average with only 14 RBI, so not a big RBI man. Our broadcast brought to you in part today by Jen's Life Photography. Local photographer, whether it's family portraits or senior pictures, capture the moment with Jen's Life Photography. Jen's Life Photography, an Evanston local within a Utah phone number. Call 801-289-6161 as the first pitch to Ruckman misses outside and low for ball 1. Moyles. Runners on first and second, and the pitch. In the dirt, good stop off the chest protector by Reed Gross. Talked to a lot of people that think Reed Gross might be the best catcher that Evanston has seen in a long time. And he's been showing it all year. Good to see him healthy. 2 balls, no strikes to Ben Ruckman, the opposing pitcher. He's a tall left-handed batter against a tall left-handed pitcher. Moyles looks in. No hits given up by Clayton thus far. Morris reached on an error, as this one is a high chopper right at the glove of Clayton Moyles. Throw to first in time for out number 3. So no runs on no hits and 1 error. 2 left on base. No score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We're headed to the bottom of the first, where Evanston will get their chance on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on My Local Radio and the Big Dog.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
In today's world, with so many places to shop and so many options to choose from, sometimes you have to boil it down to one simple question: where do I get treated the best? At Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, we work hard to make sure every customer knows how much we appreciate them. We love what we do and we believe in the products we sell. Our goal is to build a lasting friendship with every customer so we can serve you and your family for generations. Visit us today, Cash Honda Yamaha, 3765 US 91, Hyde Park, Utah.
Well, the Evanston Outlaws get out of the first inning without allowing a run, and now they'll have their chance at the bottom of the first, as they are the higher-seeded team. They are the assigned home team. As we get ready for this one, let's go ahead and introduce you first to the defense of the Laramie Rangers. In left field, Brandon Chavez. Center field, Tyler Oppie. Right field, Garrett Dodd. And infield, featuring Calvin Webb at first, Riley Hogsett at second, Ryan Chamberlain at third base, or at shortstop, and Caleb Eaton at third base. And a battery featuring Ben Ruckman pitching to Aiden Morris. Ruckman comes in the 4.85 ERA with an 0-1 record, 17 in the third innings pitched, 15 runs, 12 of them earned, 18 hits, 23 strikeouts, and 16 walks. Leading it off for the Evanston Outlaws, the leadoff man that we've seen the last few days, Ryan Fisher. He leads the team in batting average. First pitch down low for ball 1. Batting second will be Clayton Moyles, the pitcher. Third, Jagger Mitchell at the cleanup spot. Gus Allred, the first baseman. The 0-1 outside for ball 2. At the number 5 spot, Reed Gross, the catcher. Casey Perriman, the left fielder, bats 6th. 7th, Brendan Thompson, the RBI leader, as Fisher grounds this one into out number 1. Jordan Schneider, the RBI leader, Brendan Thompson, the RBI leader, second baseman, bats 7th. Jordan Schneider, the third baseman, bats 8th. And Connor Peterson bats 9th. Clayton Moyles steps into the batter's box. Right-handed batter, left-handed pitcher, and that's just Clayton Moyles. The pitcher is a left-handed guy who Ruckman throws hard. His head kind of goes all the way down with every delivery. First pitch misses for a ball. Next pitch to Clayton. Up high for ball 2. Moyles comes in with a .320 average. Evanston as a team batting .332. Next one down low. 3 straight balls to Clayton Moyles. With 1 down. 3-0. Down low. Moyles works. No, he pitches his bat. And that one finds the zone. Good pitch there by Ruckman. So it's 3 balls, 1 strike. So Moyles will step back into the batter's box with Jagger Mitchell on deck. 3-1 in the zone. Full count. So 2 strikes, none of them swung at. So Ruckman getting in his location against Clayton Moyles. 1 down after Ryan Fisher grounded out. Swing and a miss. And Moyles strikes out for out number 2. Here's Jagger Mitchell. One of the top offensive weapons for Coach Chad Thompson. 53 runs scored, 46 RBIs, a .364 average, and a .511 on-base percentage. He also leads the team by a wide margin on hit by pitches. Many of them tied for second with 6. Jagger leads the team with 33. First pitch misses for ball 1. Gus Allred, the cleanup man, stands on deck. The 1-0. And it looks like Jagger tried to check his swing, but it bounces off of his bat and goes foul. And the next offering Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jagger. Next offered. Low zone, Mitchell saying whoa with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, nobody on. Jagger takes ball 3 way up high. No team in this game has registered a hit yet. Next pitch, Mitchell swing and a miss, and a 1-2-3 inning for Laramie. No score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We're headed for the second after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on My Local Radio and the Big Dog.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Franklin. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
No hits for anyone in the first inning, so now we're in the second inning. No score, obviously, because of the no hits, as the number 6 hitter, Riley Hogsett, will lead off the inning. Garrett Dodd, the right fielder, and Brandon Chavez, the left fielder, due up in the second. First pitch to Hogsett, down low in the dirt for ball 1. Hogsett comes in with a .351 average, 14 RBI, so one of those guys that likes to get on base. Next ball down low in the dirt from Clayton Moyles, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Riley Hogsett. Miles takes a deep breath. Moyles takes a deep breath. Lifts the leg, lefty versus righty, down low, outside. Ball 3. 3 straight balls thrown by Clayton Moyles. And the 3-0. Outside. So 4 straight pitches result in a leadoff walk for Riley Hogsett. I'll bring up Garrett Dodd, the right fielder. Garrett with a .309 average, but a .358 on base percentage. He has drawn 7 walks and has got 25 RBIs. Nobody down, runner on first to Garrett Dodd. First pitch, runner headed for second. Throw by Reed Gross would have been in time, but it's off of the glove of Brendan Thompson and into center field. Good read there by Connor Peterson to cut off the throw so it doesn't get too far. But a great timing throw there by Reed Gross. Would have hosed him at second, but Thompson couldn't complete the catch. First, that pitch was called a strike, by the way. The 0-1 up high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Garrett Dodd. Moyles with the 1-1. Down in the dirt, off the chest protector of Reed Gross, who keeps it in front of him. And the runner stays put at second. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody down here in the bottom or the top of the second. And Reed Gross will go talk to his young left-hander. Our broadcast brought to you today in part by Superior Rental and the Gun Room at 371 Prospector Drive in Evanston. A full line of Cub Cadet outdoor power equipment in stock and ready to take home today. They also have a full-time mechanic who maintains all their industrial rental equipment, so when you need it, it's ready to go. Superior Rental and the Gun Room at 371 Prospector Drive in Evanston. 2 balls, 1 strike to Garrett Dodd with a runner on second. That is Riley Hogsett after the steal. Pitch in the dirt off of the glove of Reed Gross. It's at the backstop, rounding third, but they will hold the runner at third. Hogsett rounded third like he was going to come home, but they put the stop sign up. 3 balls, 1 strike. With a runner on third, nobody down. Garrett Dodd has drawn 7 walks this season. Bunt laid down, and it's foul. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody down. Runner on third. Might be in a situation where you trade the out for the run. And the pitch. This one, solid contact in the gap between first and second, and the run scores. So give the RBI single to Garrett Dodd, and Evanston trails 1-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. That brings up Brandon Chavez with a runner on and nobody down. Chavez comes in with a .325 average and 12 RBIs. But he's a defensive powerhouse for Coach Aaron Lozano. First pitch from Moyles. Runner takes off for second. Bunt laid down right at Moyles. He fields it at the mound, fires to first for out number 1. So a sacrifice bunt. Moves the runner over to second. That brings up Tyler Oppie. Tyler with a .235 average, 17 RBIs. But again, another one of those guys who he's in there for his defensive abilities. 1 down, runner on second. Evanston trails 1-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Oppie steps into the right-hand side of the batter's box. First pitch outside, ball 1. Moyles sets at the belt. Takes a good long look at second. Lifts the leg and delivers. Fouled into the screen for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Laramie leading. Winner of this game will play Cheyenne tomorrow at 4 o'clock p.m. And loser will play in a elimination game against Casper at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Moyle sets at the belt. The 1-1. Inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Tyler Oppie. Caleb Eaton, who grounded out to the first baseman. Swing and a miss from Oppie. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eaton stands on deck. Are now only 1 hit given up by Moyles. That hit was an RBI single. Moyles lifts and delivers, fouled into the back screen. Count holds, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Evanston will have the 4, 5, 6 hitters up in the bottom of the second. Moyles sets and delivers, 2-2. Solid contact into center field. Peterson catches it on the bounce, and the runner advances. No, he made the catch. He made the catch. It looks like he caught it off the bounce, but that one was just one of those lasers that just went straight into his glove. So the inning is over on a fly out to center field. 1 run on 1 hit and no errors. 1-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, heading to the bottom of the second on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on My Local Radio and the Big Dog.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall. Traction in the winter and mud control in the spring. Bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall. And topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall, prices are always honest. Pickup or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
Gus Allred will lead it off for the Evanston Outlaws. The cleanoff hitter for Post 41 comes in with a .392 average and 29 RBIs. Also with 51 hits. Steps into the left-handed side of the batter's box, and we're ready to go. Laramie scores one in the top of the second. First pitch to Allred. This one, fly ball into left field, hooking foul, and drops out of play. So long strike to Gus Allred as the lone left-handed bat for the Evanston Outlaws steps into the batter's box. The 0-1 up high. Good snag there by Aiden Morris. He had to jump up from his crouch in order to grab that one. Allred steps out of the box and back in. And the 1-2. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Gus Allred. The Mountain View product. Take 2-2. Inside. Full count. Evanston has yet to get a base runner. Full count to Allred and the pitch. And it hits him in the helmet, knocks his helmet off. He seems to be okay, and he's taking his base. I'll bring up Reed Gross. Reed had quite a game on Friday night against Jackson. He's got 20 RBIs, 38 runs scored. Comes in with a .333 average on the long season. The catcher for Evanston steps into the right-handed side of the batter's box, and right now it looks like the umpire has Gus Allred off the bag. Probably chatting with him, making sure he's okay, because it knocked his helmet clear off. And he is okay, so he's just going to take his spot on first. 1-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Bottom of the second. Nobody down and a runner on for the Evanston Outlaws. They trail the Laramie Rangers here in Game 1 of the 2020 AA Wyoming State Tournament. Throw back to first. It's past the first baseman. Allred is taken off for second, and it's still rolling over to the fence. They're sending him all the way to third. Gus Allred goes from first to third on the air. And just like that, Evanston has the tying run 90 feet away with nobody down. Big chance for Reed Grox here. He's still waiting for his first pitch of the at-bat. Ruckman, the righty, delivers. Ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Reed Gross. After Reed, you've got Casey Perriman, who hit an RBI double against Jackson on Friday night. Next one, ball at the knees. 2 balls, no strikes to Reed Gross. And the 0-2 up high. Good snag there by Aiden Morris. If that gets past him, Gus Allred ties this game up. 3 balls, no strikes to Gross. And the pitch. In the zone for strike 1. And the 3-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So after going down 3 balls to no strikes, Ben Ruckman has loaded the count against Reed Gross. Gus Allred stands on third after getting hit by a pitch and then getting the errors. And a foul tip into the glove to complete the strikeout. So 1 down for Casey Perriman. Casey comes in with a .338 average, 22 RBIs, 32 singles. And the first pitch to Perriman. Swing and a miss up high for strike 1. Brendan Thompson, the RBI leader for Evanston, stands on deck. The 0-1, another swing and a miss, 0-2. Perriman, another one of those guys that throws left, bats right, takes the 0-2 up high. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Perriman. Allred takes his lead off third. Swing and a miss, and that's back-to-back strikeouts after the hit batsman to bring up 2 outs. And now that'll bring up the RBI leader on the team, Brendan Thompson, with 49 RBIs. I actually gave him, joking around with him before the game, I said, break 50 today. Well, number 50 potentially stands 90 feet away. First pitch to Thompson. This one, solid contact into left field. And it gets down past the left fielder. Brandon Chavez misses the catch. And now Brendan Thompson stands on second with RBI number 50. BT for 50. And it's 1-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. I'll bring up Jordan Schneider with the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jordan Schneider, they call him JoJo, comes in with a .273 average, but 15 RBIs from the number 8 spot is nothing to sneeze at. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. Schneider is shorter than Perriman and Gus Allred, so the strike zone definitely a little bit smaller. Next pitch outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to JoJo. Schneider in the batter's box, righty versus righty. Ruckman steps off the mound. This one, swing and a miss for strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Jordan Schneider. If he gets on, we'll see Connor Peterson, the number 9 guy, batting .283. 2-1. Fouled into the back screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jordan Schneider. 2 down. Evanston has tied the game up thanks to an RBI single that turned into a double by Brendan Thompson. Timeout called by Schneider. So he steps out of the batter's box and comes back in. And the 2-2. In the zone and down looking goes Jordan Schneider, and that ends the inning. So 3 strikeouts are the outs for Laramie. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and it's 1-all on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We're off to the 3rd inning after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on My Local Radio and the Big Dog.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Trona Valley Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution. When you become a member, you are an owner of the credit union. We believe in people over profit, and that impacts the way we do business from our overall structure down to the smallest detail. Our philosophy sets us apart, and we're here for you. Earn more with our high-yield checking account, start a savings goal, check out our competitive loans, and much more. Become a member today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. Member NCUA.
Clayton Moyle starts inning number 3 of work and quickly is down 2 balls, no strikes to Caleb Eaton, who grounded out to first unassisted. Back to lead off the game. The 2-0. Down low, 3 balls, no strikes. The 1-2-3 hitters due up for Laramie in the top of the 3rd. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Caleb Eaton. Aiden Morris, who reached on an error. Steps in. The catcher for Laramie. He's 0 for 1, reached on an error on the shortstop. Throw back to first to check up on Caleb Eaton, who gets back in time. Lefty pitcher, righty batter. Clayton Moyles, so far, 1 run, and it's earned. That's all that they've gotten. Next pitch in the zone. Strike 1, no balls, 1 strike to start off this inning. Top of the 3rd. Nobody down with a runner on. Next pitch. At the knees for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to Aiden Morris. Ryan Chamberlain stands on deck. He struck out last time. As there's nobody down here in the top of the 3rd with a runner on first after the 4-pitch leadoff walk. Next one up high, runner going for second. Jagger Mitchell runs up and makes the catch. Great throw from Reed Gross. Makes the catch on the run and tags out Eaton on his way to second. What a play, Jagger Mitchell. That was a great play. I mean, that throw was on the money by Reed Gross. Jagger, mid-run, makes the catch and applies the tag. Next pitch fouled into the fence. The count holds 1 ball, 2 strikes to Aiden Morris after the caught stealing. 1-2. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Moyles delivers the 2-2. Chopper right into the glove of Jordan Schneider. Throw across the diamond in time for out number 3. That'll now bring up Ryan Chamberlain. He's 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time up back in the 1st. Score 1-1 here in the bottom or top of the 3rd with 2 down on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Nobody on. Laramie in Evanston. First pitch hits him in the foot. So Ryan Chamberlain advances on a hit by pitch. That'll bring up Calvin Webb, who worked a walk last time up. And the go-ahead run is on for Laramie with 2 down. Moyles in the stretch, sets at the belt. Lefty facing first base. Lifts the leg, throws back to first. Good grab there by Gus Allred, as the throw was kind of down in the dirt, but he was able to pick it up. Top of the third inning in Rock Springs, site of the 2020 AA State Tournament. Evanston, the number 1 seed in the West. First pitch. Chopper right at Jagger Mitchell, who does a good job waiting for it as he fields it way high. Throw to first in time. So no runs on no hits and no errors. Evanston and Laramie still tied here in Game 1 of the state tournament for both of these squads. We'll be right back on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on My Local Radio and the Big Dog.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Ben Ruckman goes out there for inning number 3 of work here in postseason play as the Evanston Outlaws, the number 1 seed in the West, match up against Laramie, the number 4 seed in the East. And the score, it couldn't get any tighter. It is 1-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. ELAN OLLIFF here bringing you the action live from Rock Springs, Wyoming, Paul J. WATAHA Complex. Pretty decent crowd here. Laramie has ended Evanston's season at the state tournament the last 2 years in a row. So the all-time series at the state tournament is 1-2 in favor of Laramie. Connor Peterson's going to lead it off for the Evanston Outlaws. He's the only one who has yet to see the plate here in the first game. Peterson comes in with a .283 average and 23 RBIs from the number 9 spot. Not bad. The center fielder, the outfield general, steps in the right-handed side of the batter's box and takes the first pitch from Ruckman. Actually, he swings this one, fly ball into left field, back to the fence, and it's off the fence and down to the ground. Connor Peterson with a stand-up lead-off double. Yes. And that is how you start things if you are the Evanston Outlaws here in this inning. That'll now bring up Ryan Fisher. The talk in the Outlaws dugout is Connor might have, they thought he was going to take it across over the fence. But you know what? We'll take a leadoff double with the go-ahead run in scoring position for the assigned home team Outlaws. Ryan Fisher 0 for 1. First pitch inside for ball 1. Fisher fouls the next one into the fence for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Clayton Moyle stands on deck. He struck out swinging last time up. The top 3 batters for Evanston, the 1, 2, 3 guys, are combined 0 for 3, as that was a pretty quick inning in the bottom of the first. Timeout called by Ryan Fisher. He steps out of the batter's box. Fisher, at the beginning of the season, one of the top pitchers for Evanston, and then has dealt with some elbow soreness. Next pitch to Fisher, down in the dirt. Good snag there, though, by Aiden Morris. 2 balls, 1 strike to number 5 for the Evanston Outlaws. Talking with... sorry, I'm hearing something. That kind of distracted me. Next pitch misses. 3 balls, 1 strike to Fisher anyway. Dealing with some elbow tightness and actually hopes to get a game. But someone has had a comeback game, and that's Clayton Moyles. So far, only 1 hit. Next pitch inside. It's a 5-pitch walk to Ryan Fisher. Runners on first and second for Clayton Moyles. Clayton definitely has got RBI potential. He's one of 2 Evanston players to hit home runs and 30 RBIs on the season, 20 behind the team leader, Brendan Thompson, who hit number 50 to tie the game up. 1-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Bottom of the third, nobody down. Runners on first and second. Moyles lays down the butt beautifully along the first base line, but it goes foul. That was a perfectly squared up bunt. It dropped perfectly down. It would have moved the runners, no doubt, and done exactly what they wanted him to, but it rolls across the first base line. And that's what Coach Chad Thompson has talked about all year. Team at-bats. Do what it takes to move your guys around. Runners on first and second. Nobody down here in the bottom of the third. Evanston and Laramie tied at 1. Jagger Mitchell stands on deck. Pitch to Moyles. Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Clayton. So we'll see what the plan is here from Coach Chad Thompson. He sends the signs from the third base coach's box. Coach Jason Mitchell over on first. Next one up high off of the glove of Morris, and the runners will advance. That moves them from first and second to second and third. Nobody down. Prime situation here for the Evanston Outlaws. Bottom of the third inning, and it's a tie ball game. Evanston and Laramie each scored in the second. Connor Peterson led off the inning with a double. Then Ryan Fisher walked, and then with the passed ball, swing and a miss for strike 2 on Clayton Moyles. Then Ryan Fisher worked a 5-pitch walk, and then the passed ball off of the glove of Aiden Morris moved the runners into scoring position. Next pitch, down low, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes to Clayton Moyles. Speed on the bag at second with Ryan Fisher. And speed on third. They're taking their leads. Fly ball. This one into shallow center left field. 1 run scores. Evanston takes the lead on an RBI single by Clayton Moyles. 2-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And the Evanston Outlaws looking good here in game number 1 of the state tournament thus far. Jagger Mitchell steps in. He struck out to end the first inning. With runners on the corners, Ryan Fisher advances to third on the RBI single. Ruckman takes his time, the left-hander. Sets at the chest, delivers the first one to Jagger. Swing and a miss for strike 1. So it's 2-1 now. Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Bottom of the third. Outlaws trying to get off to a good start. Throw back to first to check up on Clayton Moyles. It is off of the bag and headed for foul territory. Ryan Fisher jogs home, and Clayton Moyles will go all the way to third on the throwing error. So now Evanston up by 2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, 3-1. Clayton Moyles from first to third on the throwing error. No balls, 1 strike to Jagger Mitchell. Still nobody out. Prime situation here for the Outlaws. First pitch to Jagger, fouled into the screen. No balls, 2 strikes. Gus Allred runs across the screen to fetch the foul ball. Oh, 2 count. Mitchell, solid contact right at the shortstop. Throw back to third to hold the runner. So Jagger Mitchell lines out to Riley Hogsett. I'll bring up Gus Allred. He was hit by a pitch last time, so he's still looking for his first at-bat. 1 down with a runner on third. 3-1 Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. First pitch to Allred in the zone for strike 1. with one down. There's a lot at play, including a sacrifice fly. Next pitch. If it missed, it didn't miss by much for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Reed Gross stands on deck. Pitch to Allred. Breaking ball, fooled him. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the lone left-handed batter in the Evanston lineup. Bottom of the 3rd, Evanston leads it 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Next pitch to Allred. Chopper up high, right at the third baseman's glove. Throw to first is not in time. It took him off the bag. The throw was towards home plate, and Gus Allred gets on base. The throw took it, the first baseman, Calvin Webb, towards home plate, took him off the bag, and Gus is on base for the 2nd time today. Moyles holds at third as Aaron Lozano will now come out to looks like make a pitching change. Yep, he hands him the ball. I believe Garrett Dodd is going to come in to the pitcher's mound. So we can't close the book on Ruckman yet, as Evanston still has runners on the corners that are both on Ruckman. I believe that was Garrett Dodd, who he called in from right field. It looks like they're going to do a straight-up switch. This pitching change brought to you in part by mylocalradio.com. Local radio just for you. Local and regional news, weather, job listings, giveaway, and contest. And as you can see right now, live regional sports. mylocalradio.com. The new pitcher is a tall right-hander. Number 5. That is, Garrett Dodd. So we won't be able to close the book on Ben Ruckman until the inning is over, as he's responsible for Clayton Moyle standing on third and Gus Allred standing on first. 3-1, bottom of the 3rd. Evanston has come out and put up runs in the last 2 innings. And that is exactly what Coach Chad Thompson has wanted, is that this offense to explode when they go down early, and that's what happened. Laramie scored first. Evanston immediately matched it, then held Laramie scoreless, and now Evanston has put up 2 runs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Garrett Dodd, looking for his stats, the right-hander, 34 1/3 innings pitched, a 4 games started, a 2-2 record, and a 3.65 ERA. The right-hander will face Reed Gross. First pitch in the zone for strike 1. Gross struck out last time up, and then Casey Perriman, who struck out as well, stands on deck. Runners on the corners with 1 down. Next pitch, solid contact right at the third baseman. Throw home is in time. Clayton Moyles is saying he was safe, but the umpire says he's out, so that is out number 2. So Reed Gross chopped one right at the third baseline. Good throw by Caleb Eaton at third to get Clayton Moyles out. So a 5-2 fielder's choice ends Clayton Moyles. And Reed Gross reaches on the fielder's choice. Gus Allred moves to second. That'll bring up Casey Perriman, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging with 2 down. Brendan Thompson stands on deck. Dodd checks the runner at second. First pitch to Perriman. Down low for ball 1. 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston leads here in the bottom of the 3rd with 2 down. The 1-0 from Dodd to Perriman misses. 2-0. Dodd sets at the belt, steps off the mound, and the runners go back to the base. You got Gus Allred on first. Reed Gross on due to fielder's choice pitches. Down in the dirt, lost by the catcher. Throw to third is in time to hose out Gus Allred. So a good pickoff there by the catcher ends the inning. That means Reed Gross will lead it, Casey Perryman will lead it off next time. We'll be right back with the fourth inning after this. Evanston leads on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard 3-1 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on My Local Radio and the Big Dog.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
The Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Clayton Moyles goes out for inning number 4 of work as we change the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard to reflect that. Just kind of letting you know the reason why we got this scoreboard that's a little bit different than what you may be used to is the fact that we couldn't see the scoreboard very well on our scoreboard camera. 3-1, Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Ben Ruckman, who was the pitcher, now he's over in right field, will step in to the batter's box. Moyles, first pitch. Right down Front Street, 4 strike 1. So right now, Clayton Moyles has gone 3 innings. Next pitch, breaking ball, beautiful at the knees for Clayton Moyles. 2 balls, no strikes to Ben Ruckman here in the 4th. The 0-2 up high. Good grab there by Reed Gross as he throws it back. He nods at Clayton. They have their plan. The 1-2. Down low in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. After Ruckman, it'll be Hogsett and Garrett Dodd. Dodd, of course, got the RBI single. Responsible for the lone run for Laramie. Next pitch, down low and outside. So after going up 2 strikes to none, Ben Ruckman has worked the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Moyles with offering. Fouled into the back screen, chopped for a delayed strike, so it'll still hold 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the 3-2 offering hits him in the hip. So Ben Ruckman gets on via hit by pitch. I'll now bring up Riley Hogsett, who scored the lone run for Laramie. Right now, looking at my scorebook, only 1 hit by Laramie so far. Runner on first, nobody down. Evanston leads 3-1 here in the top of the 4th. First pitch, down the center, 4 strike 1. We will have Evanston's game tomorrow, whether it be at 10 a.m. or 4 p.m. You can catch it right here on mylocalradio.com and the Big Dog. Clayton Moyles winds up in the 0-1. Outside, ball 1. Riley Hogsett worked a walk last time he was up. 1 ball, 1 strike to him. Lefty versus lefty. Moyles sets at the belt, lifts the leg, and delivers. This one fouled across the right field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Riley Hogsett. Ben Ruckman is on first after being hit by a pitch. Moyles, the 1-2. Fouled right into Reed Gross. So at bat will continue. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hogsett. Gross picks up the ball, runs out to his pitcher. Some type of discussion going on. 3-1. Top of the 4th on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston leads after putting up 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Riley Hogsett. Moyles delivers. Outside, good throw back to first. They host him, no problem. Great throw by Reed Gross to get the base runner out again. Good pickoff there. Reed Gross fires a laser to Gus Allred, who applies a beautiful tag, and that's 1 down. So nobody on. Next pitch, swing and a miss. So 2 outs in 2 pitches. Evanston here in the bottom or top of the 4th, lead it 3-1. They're the assigned home team, so they bat at the bottom of the inning. 2 down after Reed Gross picks off Ben Ruckman. And then the next pitch, Riley Hogsett swings and misses at strike 3. 1 ball, no strikes to Garrett Dodd, who is 1 for 1. Next pitch to Dodd inside, ball 2. Moyles takes a deep breath. Winds up and delivers. That one, if it missed, it doesn't miss by much. It might have been just slightly inside. 3 balls, no strikes to Garrett Dodd. And the pitch. That one past Reed Gross, so it will be a 4-pitch walk for Garrett Dodd. So he has been on base both times he's been up today. That'll bring up Brandon Chavez, who hit a sacrifice bunt over to Clayton Moyles. He's not going to be looking to sacrifice now as our 2 down, and he represents the tying run at the plate. Coach Aaron Lozano gives the sign from the 3rd base box as number 2 Chavez steps into the batter's box. Throw back to first to check up on Dodd before Moyles is ready to begin the battle between the lefties. Moyles delivers pitch number 1. Barely misses for ball 1. Tyler Oppie, who flew out to center field, stands on deck. Next pitch. Good pitch at the knees for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brandon Chavez. 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston leads. Top of the 4th, 2 down. Next pitch misses outside and in the dirt for ball 2. Moyles on the mound. Throw back to first. Bounces in the dirt, but a good stop there by Gus Allred. Clayton Moyles has thrown 3 2/3 innings. Next one, swing and a miss for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Brandon Chavez. As the Outlaws lead it 3-1, top of the 4th with 2 down. The 2-2 hits him in the helmet. So Chavez takes it to the dome. He's okay, though, as it just knocks his helmet off. And he picks it up, brushes it off, and goes to first base. That'll send Garrett Dodd to second. Tyler Oppie, the center fielder, 0 for 1, getting ready to step in. Here comes Coach Chad Thompson. We'll see if they let him keep going. Our broadcast brought to you in part today by Hoover Chiropractic at 545 Cheyenne Drive in Evanston. Call Dr. Todd Hoover for blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program. He can also help you get rid of allergies and, in my case, migraine headaches. That's Dr. Todd Hoover, Doctor of Chiropractics. Call 307-789-0043. Moyles will stay on the mound. And why not? He's actually done a very good job. Only one hit through 3 2/3 innings pitched. 2 down. No runs allowed in this inning yet. However, they do have Garrett Dodd in scoring position after he worked a walk. And then Brandon Chavez was hit on a full pitch offering. Moyles sets at the belt. Lifts the leg and delivers. Popped up high and foul. Three to 1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Top of the 4th, 2 down with 2 on. Those runners are on first and second. Moyles lifts the leg and delivers. Solid contact rolling right at Brendan Thompson at second. Throw to first in time, and the inning is over. So a 4-3 putout ends it. No runs on no hits and no errors. Evanston leads 3-1 heading into the bottom of the 4th inning on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on My Local Radio and the Big Dog.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Casey Perriman will lead off the inning for the Evanston Outlaws. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging. Brendan Thompson, however, who is 1 for 1 with an RBI single, stands on deck. Bottom of the 4th inning, Evanston leads it 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. A chance to kind of open it up. First pitch to Perriman outside for ball 1. Right-hander Garrett Dodd comes in as we are able to close the book on the first pitch. This one, solid contact right at the shortstop. Chamberlain throw to first in time for out number 1. Brendan Thompson steps in to the batter's box. As Garrett Dodd just takes his time. Thompson steps in. First pitch to Brendan, taken for strike 1. Next pitch to Brendan, taken for a ball. 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Bottom of the 4th, 1 down. Next pitch to Brendan Thompson in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. For Ben Ruckman, he goes 2 1/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 5 strikeouts, and a walk. Dodd, solid contact, past the pitcher's mound, up the middle. Throw by Chamberlain is in the dirt and away. So Brendan Thompson gets on first after the error. Are they saying he's out? They are. And Coach Thompson's going to go argue that one. Well, not argue, just kind of appeal, because that ball looked like it was in the dirt. Thompson running back, straining a little bit. Coach Thompson gives the hold-up sign to Brendan. So the umpires confer. We'll have a call in a minute. Discussion happening between the two of the three umpires that we have here at the state tournament. Our broadcast brought to you in part today by Union Wireless at 148 Front Street in Evanston. Treating you like a neighbor, not a number. Visit unionwireless.com today. And Brendan Thompson has been given the base. So it was a throwing error. It was a throwing error. And Brendan will get on first. Laramie wants an explanation. Some of the umpires in the seats not happy with the call, but the umpires on the field feel they made the right call. So we're off and running with 1 down and 1 on to Jordan Schneider. Dodd sets. Throw back to first to check up on Thompson, and he's safe. Next offer to Schneider in the zone for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to JoJo, they call him. Bottom of the 4th, 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Next one misses for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Connor Peterson, who hit a double to lead off the 3rd inning, stands on deck with 1 down and 1 on. Peterson, solid contacts into left field, hooking foul, and that is where it will stay. One ball, 2 strikes to Jordan Schneider. Runner on first is Brendan Thompson after the throwing error by Ryan Chamberlain. Thompson takes his lead off first, and the pitch down to the dirt off of Aiden Morris, the catcher, who is able to stop the ball and hold the runner up first. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jordan Schneider. Evanston leads at 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, bottom of the 4th. Action in the Evanston bullpen as Kason Smith is warming up. Popped up high into foul territory, and it's hooking back fair. And a good catch there, running over to make the grab, Riley Hogsett, the second baseman. So that's 2 down with 1 down on for Connor Peterson. He's 1 for 1 with a double back in the 3rd, which led off that inning. That got Evanston rolling. They lead at 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to Peterson, up high for ball 1. So Kason playing catch back there with Ethan Buse. So we'll see if there's a pitching change for Evanston on the horizon. Solid contact into left field. That gets down for a single. So Connor Peterson is 2 for 2 from the number 9 hole. Here comes Ryan Fisher. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Brendan Thompson stands on second in scoring position. Clayton Moyles moves to on deck circle. And Fisher, who is due, steps into the batter's box. Dodd lifts the leg and delivers. Up high for ball 1. Three to 1, bottom of the 4th on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. The 1-0 to Fisher chopped foul across the third base line. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Ryan. Clayton Moyle stands on deck, and if we get to hit past Clayton, we'll see Jagger Mitchell, who is 0 for 2. Fisher must have fouled that one off his foot as he's walking around a little tenderly. Goes back into the right-handed side of the batter's box. Runners on first and second with 2 down. The 1-1. Down in the dirt. Pass Aiden Morris, and the runners start to advance. Throw to third. Is snagged, but late. Snagged, but late. No tag applied, and Evanston moved the runners over on the wild pitch. That'll now bring up a good chance here for Ryan Fisher. Next pitch misses. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runners on first and second with 2 down. Evanston leads it 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Next pitch to Fisher. In the zone for strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fisher thought he's taking a walk, but held on to the bat. Brendan Thomas on third. Peterson on second, but it doesn't matter as Fisher strikes out swinging to end the inning. So no runs on 1 hit and 1 error. It's 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, headed for the 5th inning on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on My Local Radio and the Big Dog.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
A pass to the Evanston Recreation Center gets you so much more than a weight room. A pass also gives you access to the pool, hot tub, steam rooms, cardio room, cycling studio, shooting range, basketball court, and locker rooms with showers. Passes also let you attend drop-in fitness classes at no additional cost, including Zumba, yoga, cycling, water aerobics, and strength training classes. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Recreation Center. Payment plans available. Stop in today.
Clayton Moyles does go back out on the mound for inning number 5, and he'll face the 1-2-3 batters for the Laramie Rangers. Those guys right now are a combined 0 for 5 as Caleb Eaton, the leadoff man, 0 for 1. Aiden Morris, 0 for 3, and Ryan Chamberlain, 0 for 1. 5th inning, Evanston leads it 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. As it's been a very tightly played game from the start. Laramie took an early lead, 1-0 in the second, but then Evanston responded by tying it up 1-1 at the bottom of the second. And then Evanston has held Laramie scoreless since. Evanston, in the meantime, put 2 runs in the bottom of the third to take their 3-1 lead. First pitch to Eaton from Moyles in the zone for strike 1. Right-handed batter, Caleb Eaton. Grounded out to Gus Allred to start the game, and then worked a walk, and then was caught stealing. Next pitch misses for a ball, the 1-1. This one, chopper right at Brennan Thompson off of his foot and into the outfield. Rounding first and then putting on the brakes, Eaton, and he'll hold at first. Four errors on the Rangers and now 2 on the Outlaws. Evanston has out-hit the Rangers 1-4. Here comes Aiden Morris, the catcher, who's 0 for 2. Reached on an error and then and then tried to single instead. It was a great throw by Jordan Schneider from third throw him out at first. First pitch misses for a ball. Moyles sets at the belt with a runner on first. Nobody down. Top of the 5th. Next pitch, outside. Good snag by Reed Gross, and they have him in a rundown. Throw to first to Gus Allred in time for out number 1. Caleb Eaton was halfway between first and second when Reed Gross got that pitch, and then throws it downfield to Brendan Thompson at second, and they have him in a rundown. Nowhere to go. He retreats back to first. Throw to Gus Allred to cut him down. 1 down. 2 balls, no strikes to Aiden Morris. Morris skies the 0-2 offering. Jordan Schneider, calls off everybody. He makes the catch in foul territory for out number 2. 2, 4, 3. Ryan Chamberlain, who's 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch last time he was up. Steps in to the batter's box. 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Nobody on. Evanston still leads at 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. First pitch down low for ball 1. Chamberlain takes the red bat, waves it, and now holds it above his helmet. Pops the next one out of play for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Chamberlain. Winner of this game plays Cheyenne at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Loser will play Casper in an elimination game at 10 tomorrow morning. Next pitch in there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 down. Here in the top of the 5th, Evanston leads at 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Moyles delivers outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ryan Chamberlain. Calvin Webb, the first baseman, stands on deck, 0 for 1 with a walk. The 2-2, swing and a miss for strikeout number 2. Just 2 on the day, but it's out number 3 on the inning, and Evanston holds the lead 3-1 heading into the bottom of the 5th on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on my local radio and the Big Dog.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes for the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
The Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
Bottom of the 5th, and the Outlaws lead it 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, and has held the Rangers scoreless since the 2nd. Clayton Moyles has had a game. 5 innings pitched with just the 1 hit. So he seems to be back to where he wants to be, and it's good timing too. Tyler Oppie is now going to do the honors for the Evanston Outlaws, try to shut them down and try to get them a chance to crawl back into this one. Clayton Moyles steps in to start the inning. First pitch to Moyles. Fouled behind the screen for strike 1. Oppie, one of the big weapons for Coach Aaron Lozano, as the first pitch, next pitch misses for a ball. One of the big weapons for Coach Aaron Lozano, as I mentioned, sub-2 ERA, as that one is in the zone for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oppie with a 1.8 ERA in 54 and a third innings pitched, a 6-4 record, 77 strikeouts to only 26 walks. Swing, ball's in the dirt, but it goes foul. And he did make contact with that one. No, it was a strikeout, so Moyles strikes out to lead it off, and that'll bring up Jagger Mitchell, who's 0 for 2. Tyler Oppie was also the one that shut down the Evanston Outlaws last year in the elimination game that ended post-41 season. First pitch, fastball down low for ball 1. So Outlaws with a 3-1 lead right now. Next one, fastball, swing and a miss for strike 2. Jagger Mitchell smiling and going, woo, after that one. The 1-1. Down low and in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jagger Mitchell. He's 0 for 2. Gus Allred stands on deck. Closing the book on the pitcher as Mitchell takes strike 2 down the center. Fastball. Closing the book on Garrett Dodd. 1 and a third innings pitch, 1 hit, no runs, and 1 strikeout. Next pitch misses for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jagger Mitchell. Oppie, a hard-throwing right-hander, sets at the chest from the windup. Delivery, swing and a miss for strike 3, and out number 2. Gus Allred steps in now. Gus, 0 for 1. First pitch to Allred. Solid contact into left field, and it's caught for out number 3 by Brandon Chavez. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Still 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as we head for the 6th inning on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and the Big Dog.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
When you want something custom built for your home, farm and ranch, vehicle, or trailer, it needs to be done with precision, be strong, and be affordable. Get all this and more when you work with the Steel Shop at Ellingford Brothers. You bring the plan or idea, and they'll make it a reality. The Steel Shop sells and installs vehicle accessories like bull bars, running boards, and bed liners. They also specialize in truck and trailer hitches as well. Get it built to last. Ellingford Brothers, 221 County Road in Evanston.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at West Star Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit West Star Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. West Star Printing, 307-789-5202.
Moyles checks the runner at first. And that one high. Good stop by Reed Gross to hold the runner at first. Calvin Webb worked a leadoff walk, and now Ben Ruckman sits at 1 ball, 1 strike, and he shows bunt to Clayton Moyles. Next pitch inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Top of the 6th, Evanston leads 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Runner on first, nobody down. Moyles around the 90 pitch mark. The 2-1 throwback, instead he'll throw back to first. He is safe. Clayton sets at the mound, rests the glove at the belt. Takes a while, slowly lifts the leg and delivers. Up high. 3 balls, 1 strike to Ben Ruckman. He was hit by a pitch his last at-bat. Standing on deck, Riley Hogsett. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Next pitch up high, and it is back-to-back walks from Clayton Moyles. Riley Hogsett gets ready to come in. Timeout called by Coach Chad Thompson. The infield getting ready to come in, but Coach Thompson waves them off. This is going to be a conversation between the pitcher and his coach. This broadcast brought to you in part by Superior Rental in the Gun Room at 371 Prospector Drive in Evanston. Pressure washers, trimmers, tiller mowers, even zero-turn mowers. A servicing dealer, buy it and have it service at the same place, and has the largest inventory of industrial strength equipment for rent. Superior Rental in the Gun Room at 371 Prospector Drive in Evanston. Umpire walks up to let them know that it's time to break it up. Coach Chad Thompson believes in his starter, and why not? He's done a good job so far. Only allowed 1 hit throughout the entire game. 4 innings pitched. Runners on first and second after back-to-back walks for Riley Hogsett, who's 0 for 1. Struck out swinging his last time up. First pitch. Down the center, first strike 1. Moyles sets at the belt. Delivers in the dirt. Good stop by Reed Gross. What a stop by Reed Gross. That one was a hopper that he just gloves to save, keeping the runners at first and second. Those runners are on second and third if he does not make that play. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the delivery. Down in the dirt. Good grab by Reed Gross again, who had to make a stretch for that one. Timeout called by Reed, so he's going to go talk with Clayton as well. 2-1 count to Riley Hogsett as Reed Gross goes and talks to his pitcher. Clayton Moyles has thrown 97 pitches, excuse me, in 5 innings pitched. 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston leads it here in the top of the 6th inning. Nobody down. Runners on first and second after back-to-back walks to open up the inning. Moyles lifts the leg, delivers. Fouled for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Riley Hogsett. ELAN bringing you the action live from the 2020 AA Wyoming State Tournament in Rock Springs. Next pitch. Solid contact off of the glove of Clayton Moyles, running up to make the play, Jagger Mitchell, and there's no play to be made. It bounced off the glove of Clayton Moyles, and that slowed everything down enough that everyone had time to get there. So bases loaded now for Garrett Dodd, who is 1 for 1 with an RBI single. Big opportunity here for Laramie. Timeout called by Coach Chad Thompson And he's got Kason Smith in tow, so that will most likely do it for Clayton Moyles. So the hard-throwing right-hander, Kason Smith, gets ready to come in. Clayton will exit after throwing 5 innings pitched and allowing 1 hit. He's responsible for the runners on bases, so we can't close the book on him yet. So Kason Smith goes out there to start his warm-up throws. This pitching change brought to you by mylocalradio.com. Local radio just for you. Local and regional news, weather, job listing, giveaway, contests, and more, as well as live regional sports. Kason Smith, a hard-throwing right-hander for the Evanston Outlaws. Technically in a save situation. Kason, 23 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's 3 for 3 in save opportunities. In 4 starts, he's 2-0. With a 6.51 ERA. 28 hits, or runs, 22 of them earned, 21 walks to 24 strikeouts, and 23 and 2/3 innings pitched in 11 appearances. But lately, he's been on a roll. As Garrett Dodd, who's 1 for 1, steps in. With bases loaded, Calvin Webb stands on third after getting on via a walk. Ben Ruckman stands on second after getting on via a walk. Riley Hogsett hit a chopper right at Clayton Moyles. It goes off of his glove and slows everything down to where Jagger Mitchell does not have a throw from shortstop to get the out. And the bases are loaded here in the top of the 6th. Evanston leads it 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Jagger Mitchell, Brendan Thompson, Reed Gross all out there talking with the new pitcher, trying to figure out what's the plan. At this point, I think you might be okay giving up the run for the out. We shall see. Evanston leads by 2 here in the top of the 6th. Nobody down, bases loaded. Big moment in the game here for Garrett Dodd and the Laramie Rangers. He's 1 for 1. First pitch from Kason. Hard fastball, just low for ball 1. Smith, with bases loaded, goes from the windup and the pitch. Fouled into the back screen for strike 1. Kason steps off the mound as they're fetching that foul ball. Now gets back on. The right-hander sets at the belt, and the 1-1. At the knees for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Garrett Dodd. Kason sets at the chest and the 1-2. Swing and a miss for strikeout and out number 1, Kason Smith. A fastball which absolutely tied up Garrett Dodd. And with 1 down, Brandon Chavez will come up. He is looking for his first at-bat still. Put it down a sacrifice bunt and was hit by pitch his last time up. (3-1) on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Top of the 6th. Evanston leads with 1 down. Bases loaded. Fly ball into left field. Casey Perriman makes the grab for out number 2. Throw to Reed Gross is in time. Oh, my gosh, what a play. What an amazing throw by Casey Perriman. My goodness. Absolutely hoses him out, and Evanston gets out of it. Unbelievable. It's still 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, headed for the bottom of the 6th inning. On the first Big of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on My Local Radio and the Big Dog.
A pass to the Evanston Rec Center gives you access to 3 amazing weight rooms. As a serious weightlifter, you can accomplish all your goals of bulking and maximizing with our complete lines of Precor, Hoist, and Troy free weight equipment. If your weightlifting is more focused on firming, toning, core, and muscle strength, then you'll enjoy the Cybex equipment weight room. Don't wait another minute to reach your weight training goals. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Rec Center. Stop in today, 275 Saddle Ridge Road.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds. Plus job listings, fun giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch live as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches, catch up on local and regional news, and get accurate weather conditions and forecasts. Visit mylocalradio.com, like us on Facebook, and stream it all now. After an absolute dime of a throw from left field, Evanston gets out of the bottom or the top of the 6th with no runs allowed. It's still 3-1 Outlaws going into the bottom of the 6th, where Evanston will have a chance to add to their lead. You cannot draw this up any more difficult for the Outlaws. Back-to-back leadoff walks put runners on first and second. Then the third man reaches on an error. That was Riley Hogsett. Kason Smith comes in with bases loaded. First pitch to Reed Gross. Chopper at the third baseman. Eaton throw to first in time for out number 1. Anyway, Kason Smith comes in a high-pressure situation, bases loaded, nobody down, strikes out the first man he sees. Then Brendan Chavez flies out to left field. Casey Perriman makes the grab. The runner tags up, heads for home. Perriman fires a missile, which beats the runner home by about 3 steps. Reed Gross applies the tag, and after Laramie loads the bases, Evanston gets out of the jam, not allowing anything. First pitch to Casey Perriman in there for strike 1. Next pitch from Tyler Oppie up high and out. Tell you what, Tyler Oppie has got some speed on his pitches. And it's no wonder why he shut down Evanston a year ago. Next pitch misses for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Brendan Thompson stands on deck. 1 for 2. Next pitch to Perriman, swing and a miss for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Foul tipped into the glove for strike 3. So that'll bring up Brendan Thompson, the RBI leader, who's 1 for 2, with an RBI. He hit the RBI single that put Evanston on the board. BT calls timeout, steps in the box, and is ready to go. First pitch to Brendan, in there for strike 1. The 0-1 to Thompson. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Thompson steps out of the batter's box, then pulls back in. Nobody on, 2 down, 0-2, bottom of the 6th. And the pitch. Chopper right at Oppie at the pitcher's mound. Throw to Webb for a quick 1-2-3 inning. So we go to the 7th inning. Evanston leads by 2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on My Local Radio and the Big Dog.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts are great to start managing finances. Open a youth account today for $1. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Outlaws lead it 3-1 going into the top of the 7th. As the number 1 seed in the West, they are the designated home team, so they will have final at-bats, but if the score holds, that will not be necessary. Oh, 1 second, I got to switch that. Evanston leads it 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Tyler Oppie, the pitcher, will lead it off. He is 0 for 2. As Kason Smith steps in with a 2-run lead. First pitch in the zone for strike 1. Kason sets at the belt. And the windup, the delivery. Down the dirt past Reed Gross for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tyler Oppie. Caleb Eaton, who is 0 for 2, due up on deck. And then Aiden Morris, who's 0 for 3 in the hole. Oppie, fly ball into right center field. Ryan Fisher camped out under it for out number 1. Here comes Caleb Eaton. He reached due to an error, but then was thrown out in a rundown between the catcher, Reed Gross, second baseman, Brendan Thompson, and Gus Allred, the first baseman, applied the tack. Smith delivers in the zone for strike 1. First pitch strikes all around so far from Kason Smith. Kason sets at the chest. Steps off the mound, lifts the leg, and delivers in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Caleb Eaton. Caleb is the number 1 hitter on this Laramie team. Leads the team with 36 RBIs and average at .398 coming into the tournament. 1 ball, 1 strike to Eaton. Smith delivers. Chopper into left field for a base hit. Here comes Aiden Morris, who's 0 for 3, reached on an error, ground out to the third baseman, and popped out to the third baseman as well. He represents the tying run at the plate with 1 down here in the top of the 7th. Evanston leads it 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Kason Smith sets at the belt and delivers. First pitch strike again, right down the middle for a 0-1 starting count. It's cooled off quite a bit here in Rock Springs as the 0-1 is inside for ball 1. 1 down, runner on first. Evanston leads at 3-1 here in the top of the 7th. If they get out of this inning with a lead, they will stay in the winner's bracket. 1 down, 1 on, 1-1 count, throw back to first to check up on Caleb Eaton, who has already been picked off once. Aiden Morris in the right-hander side of the batter's box, facing the hard right-handed thrower, Kason Smith. This one, chopper up the center for a base hit. And the tying run is on for Laramie. Ryan Chamberlain now steps up. He struck out twice and was hit by pitch. Calvin Webb stands on deck. 1 down, runner in scoring position. Reed Gross goes out and talks with Kason. As Laramie has their comeback alive and well with the tying run on first. Right-hander Ryan Chamberlain, the shortstop, faces Kason Smith. Kaysen around the 15 pitch mark, so he's looking good. Next pitch in the zone for strike one. Chamberlain thought about offering it, actually kind of stepped inside, but thought it was going to go out, but it catches the window. No balls, one strike. Chamberlain, runners on first and second after back-to-back singles by the Rangers. Smith at the chest. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss for strike two. Wow, he had some speed on that one. No balls, two strikes to Ryan Chamberlain, so Kaysen Smith has a lot of options he can play with here. One down. Smith delivers in the dirt. Good stop by Reed Gross. That was a fastball down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Smith takes a deep breath. Sets at the chest. Checks the runner at second. Kicks and deals. Fouled into the screen. So Kaysen still in control of the at-bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One down here in the top of the 7th. Evanston leads 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Throw. Popped up high and foul. So the count holds at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Smith takes another deep breath. Light tan glove on the left hand. Sets the chest and delivers. This one, hard hit ball right at Jordan Schneider. Throw to first is in, not in time. Not in time. Jordan Schneider bobbled the play, and with that, the bases are loaded. With 1 down, bases are loaded, and that'll bring up Calvin Webb, who worked a walk last time up. He's actually worked a walk twice and is 0 for 1 after grounding out to the shortstop. 1 down with the tying run at second and the go-ahead run on first. The pitch. Inside for ball 1. Smith with another deep breath. Bases loaded, so the windup. Solid contact into left field. That's down. 1 run's going to score. Throw by Casey Perriman is in time to just allow the 1 run. So an RBI single for Calvin Webb. And it's 3-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Top of the 7th. And that brings up Ben Ruckman. Worked a walk last time he was up. One down, tying run 90 feet away. Bases loaded here in the top of the 7th. First pitch to Ruckman. In the zone for strike 1. Smith sets at the chest, takes the step, winds up, and the delivery. Bunt showed, and they've got a runner and a rundown. Throw to third. Nope, fix the throw to third. So they almost sent Aiden Morris running a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ben Ruckman. 3-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston leads in the top of the 7th. 1 down, bases loaded. Kaysen Smith sets at the chest, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Smith will go from the stretch, the delivery. In the zone for a strikeout, looking for out number 2. That'll bring up Riley Hogsett. He reached on an error and is 0 for 2. He was the one that ended Clayton Moyle's day. 2 down. Bases loaded. Plays out any base. A hit into the infield. Cleanly fielded, and Evanston wins. First pitch. In the zone for strike 1. Laramie down to their final out. But the tying run does stand 90 feet away in the form of Aiden Morris. The 0-1. Fouled, 0-2. As the wind begins to pick up a little bit here in Rock Springs. Smith in a pitcher's count, 0-2. Delivers. Just outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Riley Hogsett. Kaysen sets at the belt. Bases loaded, delivers. Down in the dirt, good stop by Reed Gross to hold the tying run at third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Umpire walks up and brushes the plate off. Laramie down to their final strike. Smith agrees on the sign from Gross. Sets. And the 2-2. This one, solid hit at Jagger Mitchell. Throw to second, and Evanston wins game 1 for the first time in program history. The Outlaws win on day 1 of the state tournament at the AA level. Final score 3-2. Kaysen Smith gets the save. Clayton Moyles gets the win. And the Outlaws stay in the winner's bracket, and for the first time at the AA level, win on day 1 of the state tournament. What a game. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we will have our post-game show on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on My Local Radio and the Big Dog. Again, your final score, Evanston 3, Laramie 2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
It's time for your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meats. Well, the Evanston Outlaws, after winning the number 1 seed in the West for the first time at the AA level, come into the state tournament facing off against Laramie, the number 4 seed, in a very tough Western Conference. And this would be a tough game from start to finish. Laramie would put one up in the second, but Evanston would respond by putting one up in the bottom of the second themselves and then put up 2 more in the bottom of the third. Laramie would put up a comeback in the 7th, but Evanston's defense would win the day. And for the first time since moving to the AA level, Evanston Outlaws win on day 1 of the AA state tournament. We're going to hear from Brendan Thompson. By the way, I lied. You were at 49 coming into the day.
Oh, so I hit 50?
You hit 50 today.
So what do you owe me?
We'll talk about that later. All right, dude. A lot of firsts this year. First time that Evanston's won the AA West conference title, and then you guys come in here, have never won on day one of the AA tournament. Well, you can't say that anymore. You guys are still in the winner's bracket. You'll play Cheyenne tomorrow at 4 o'clock. How's this season just been for you guys?
It's just unreal. I mean, we came in, wanted to get a conference title, and we did it. Our 2 days at practice this week, we were talking, the Outlaws have never won first round, and we said, why not us? Why not be the first for everything? Why not go back and, win first round and then keep going and fight all the way through the championship?
Absolutely. And now you guys are guaranteed to play on Friday. You guys will play Cheyenne tomorrow, and then for sure on Friday. We don't know what that matchup looks like. But you guys have played Cheyenne once already, and that was at the Gillette tournament, where you guys actually hung with them for the first half of the game, and then some pitching things kind of turned around and kind of cost you that game. What have you guys learned since then, and how do you think this game could be different?
So that actually, I think that was our first game of the season. Was it the second? It was the second game of the season. So we came in, we ended up going 4 innings, I think scoreless with them.
Mm-hmm.
We started putting in some younger pitchers, but they were throwing strikes. We made a couple bad errors, and a good hitting team like Cheyenne, if you make a couple errors, they'll make you pay for it. And so we just got to stay clean and keep hitting the ball like we have, and we can hang with anybody.
Is it a good sign to you that ultimately your guys' defense won that game? That throw by Casey Perriman has to be in the running for play of the year.
Yeah, that was unreal. When I first saw him, I thought it was going to be an easy fly ball to him, but then he ended up running, catching it off balance. I didn't think he had a chance, and he came up and fired it and got him. And that's really what sparked us, and that's what led us to a win, I think.
Well, thank you so much for coming by. Have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow at 4 in the winner's bracket, taking on Cheyenne.
All right, thank you.
Brendan Thompson of the Evanston Outlaws, as the wind begins to kick up here at Rock Springs, as Rock Springs will be opening their state tournament run against Gillette in about an hour. Again, your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard: 3-2, the Evanston Outlaws on top of the Laramie Rangers. Laramie will play Casper at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Evanston, Cheyenne at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. For the first time since moving to the AA level, Evanston wins on day one of the state tournament. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our post-game stats report, as well as your Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game. This has been your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113th Front Street in Evanston, where they spend 6 hours daily slicing all natural meats for your 30-second sandwich. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on my local radio and the Big Dog.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cache Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you want to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankum. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankum the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankum. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard: Evanston 3, Laramie 2. For the first time since moving to the AA level, Evanston are winners of day one on the state tournament, and will face Cheyenne tomorrow at 4 o'clock. That should be a great one. It's time for your post-game stats report. First, let's go ahead and go for the Laramie Rangers. Caleb Eaton goes 1 for 3 with a run scored and a walk. Aiden Morris 1 for 4. Ryan Chamberlain 0 for 3. Calvin Webb 1 for 2. Ben Ruckman 0 for 2. Riley Hogsett 1 for 3 with a run scored. Garrett Dodd 1 for 2. Brandon Chavez 0 for 1, and Tyler Oppie 0 for 3. Pitching-wise, Ruckman will pick up the loss. 2 1/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 5 strikeouts, and a walk. Garrett Dodd in relief goes 1 2/3 innings pitched, 1 hit and 1 strikeout. And Tyler Oppie comes in for 2 innings pitched and 3 strikeouts for the victorious Evanston Outlaws. Leadoff man Ryan Fisher goes 0 for 2 with a run scored on a walk. Clayton Moyles 1 for 3 with an RBI. Jagger Mitchell 0 for 3, so you know he is getting due. Gus Allred 0 for 2 with a run scored. Reed Gross with 0 for 3. Casey Perriman 0 for 3. Brendan Thompson 1 for 3. Jordan Schneider 0 for 2. And how about this? Connor Peterson, have yourself a day, young man. 2 for 2 with a run scored. In the pitching line, Clayton Moyles gets the win, goes 5 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run, and it was earned. 3 strikeouts to 6 walks, so typical Clayton Moyles fashion, but he gets the victory number 6 of the year. Kason Smith comes in and gets the save. 2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run. It wasn't earned, and 2 strikeouts. It's time for your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Family Dental Services. Dental care at reasonable rates for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. And it's a very easy pick. Casey Perriman wins the Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game. Let's set the scene. In the 5th inning, sixth inning, Clayton Moyles walks Calvin Webb, walks Ben Ruckman, and Riley Hogsett gets on via an error on Moyles. The ball hit right at his glove. It bounces off of his glove, and the bases are loaded. They bring in Kason Smith, the hard-throwing right-hander. He strikes out Garrett Dodd swinging. Brandon Chavez hits a ball into left field. Casey Perriman makes the catch for out number 2, and then fires a laser to Reed Gross for a no-doubt tag at home to get the runner out. Evanston, after allowing the bases to get loaded, do not allow a run to score, and their defense wins the day. Casey Perriman gets your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin Dental care at reasonable rates for the whole family. Call 170 Arrowhead Drive, call 307-789-8910. Again, that's 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. And that is going to do it for our broadcast here from day 1 of the 2020 AA Wyoming American Legion Baseball State Tournament. For the first time at the AA level, the Outlaws win on day 1, and they will play Cheyenne at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. A big thank you to our producer back at the studio, Alyssa McDaniel. I'm Elan saying we will see you next time the ball flies, which will be right here on KNYN and My Local Radio when Evanston takes on Cheyenne on day 2 of the state tournament in Rock Springs. First pitch scheduled at 4 o'clock, pregame at 3:40. Thank you so much, and take care.
You've been tuned into Evanston Outlaw Baseball on the Big Dog 99.1 KNYN with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by these supporting businesses and individuals: Auto Farm Chevrolet, First Bank of Evanston, Dr. McKay Franklin, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Arrowhead Dental, Plains Tire, the Come On In of Casper, the Littlest Wood Shop, Evanston Recreation Center, the Legal Tender Restaurant in Best Western Dunmore Inn, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Uintah County School District No. 1, Ellingford Brothers, Bear River Dental of Evanston and Blacks Fork Dental of Mountain View, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Mountain West Business Solutions, Wyoming Dental Specialties, Cash Honda Yamaha, and by Dr. Todd Hoover Chiropractic. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media. Our executive producer is Val Cook. We want to thank Office Manager Kayleen Anderson, our Sales Manager Julie Burley, along with Evanston's ELAN OLLIFF, and Bridge of Valley's Jake Hibbard, Rich Rich County's Ryan Steinekert and production assistant Alyssa McDaniel. But the biggest thanks of all is to our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and like My Local Radio on Facebook to stay up to date with the game broadcasts. Thank you for joining us on this presentation of Evanston Outlaws Baseball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.